Well, police always show up at active shooter or attacker situations, but what do you do in the time it takes them to get there?
Well, you may never hope to use this information, but you may be glad to have it just the same. Nathan Grieve has much more today's Crime Tip Tuesday.
So today we're tackling another one of those kind of big topics.
Yes, it is. It's one of those topics that you never want to talk about, but the possibility exists at any given time there could be an incident.
In which case it's good to know.
Exactly. Always good to have a plan. In this case, we're going to plan for what we call an active attacker. So first, it's run. If we have any type of incident, whether it be shooting, knives, whatever, and you see it happening, run. Get away from the area. Don't go there. That's our job.
And that makes it easier for them to let you know, too.
Exactly.
You're in that place of safety.
Exactly. It's safer to call when you can, and you're not having to worry about something happening to you. So run away from the area. Go the opposite direction. Whenever you go into a building or go into a setting like a large outdoor event, always take a moment to look around and see where you can run to, where you can go to get away from something. It's just good planning to have an out, I guess is the best way to think about it. The other thing, when we're running, don't just run willy-nilly somewhere. Have a purpose, have a point. Look out, go, oh look, over there is a safe wall. So run to the wall. Pick a place that will offer you safety.
That kind of leads in then to, like you said, you don't want something flimsy, you need something secure.
Exactly. So, if you can't run, your next option possibly may be to hide. Well, if you're going to hide, you want to hide behind something that is solid. Whether it be an outside brick wall, whether it be an indoor building, whether it be if you're in a building, maybe a building that you can get behind a door and secure the door. Because a lot of times when people are in an active attack situation, they know they're on borrowed time. They know from the moment that that first incident occurs, somebody's coming to stop them. So they're not going to have a lot of time to fiddle with a door or try and get it open. So if you can simply lock a door, sometimes that will offer you a lot more protection. If you can, barricade the door even further. If there's a way, pile furniture in front of the door. Again, the whole thing is to try and deter a person from being able to enter the area that you've chosen to hide or to seek shelter. Okay?
Of course, you're then left with, you've got those two options before you, and if those don't work out, you're left with probably the least attractive option, but it might be the necessary one.
And unfortunately, sometimes it may be. But the last one would be fight, or in that other terminology, defend. So when you're going to fight, you have to put everything you have into that fight. Because if it comes down to you and the attacker, it is between you and them, and you want to be the one to win. So you need to apply everything you have into that defense of yourself. If you know that you have a chair, fire extinguisher, whatever you can arm yourself with, use it. It's always good to have something more than just your fists. But if you have multiple people with you, there's a large group of you in a large office that's secure, but they're trying to get in. If they do get in, you have numbers.
And we've seen that work before.
Yeah, exactly. So we know these are all very, things you don't want to talk about. Mm-hmm. But this is the time of year where we talk about school incidences, and obviously there are things coming up all over for school starting. So the chance for you being in a big group or being in a school or being in a mall or being wherever, it's that time of year. So we want people to be sure that they're aware of their options for safety.
It's the advice that you never want to have to act on, you never want to have to use, but it's good to have.
It's good to know, because you never know.
You never know, exactly. Another great tip to be aware of,